I'm going to level with you guys. I have been known to get a little sidetracked from time to time. Whether you want to call them special interests, hyper focuses, or just side quests, I got them. This has been known to cause a few problems, whether it's writing a completely different story than the one I'm supposed to be writing, dreaming up new characters, new places, or deciding that I suddenly want to be a game developer and plowing hours and hours and hours into learning completely new skills on completely new programs for projects that are only attached to my business by the tiniest thread. And right now, I have a new one. 3D printing. Okay. This is not entirely my fault, right? My friends, they bought a 3D printer. I started to have some ideas. They had too much on their plates to do those things for me, understandably. And so we ended up buying our own machine. And that wasn't simply to print pig-based miniatures, although that does seem to have become a thing. The real reason I sold it as actually something that might be useful for my author business was miniatures of my characters. It's amazing the different ways you can find to procrastinate and not actually write your books. So yes, this is a prototype for a little Mr Gout bust that I have created that will be going out to my Patreons in September. This was the first one I printed. I actually decided that this was too small, so we leveled up to this one. Yeah, a little easier to see the details on this one. I then went one step further by doing the base coat of the colors that I want to use. I have no experience in painting miniatures. There's Bilbo, by the way. No experience in painting miniatures, so this is very much a learning curve for me. But I'm quite happy with how he's turned out. The eyes, in particular, are quite tricky. So I still want to try and do some washes and maybe some dry brushing on this to get the desired results, and then I will need to duplicate the process for all my Patreons. And so that is what I'm going to try and take you through.
Please now enjoy a 100 times speed motion capture of the 11.5-hour printing process.
They look pretty cool.
They do look really good.
Lash kind of creepy.
I've never done this before though, so
How do you feel to have the inaugural spray?
quite excited. I guess you had it yesterday, didn't you? There's only 3 here because I've only got 3 little podiums.
Which one have you got the right paint, right?
I have
White paste, that's the one. That's a good start.
primed.
You do look pretty good. I'm going in for 2 more.
Yeah, and then they're all primed, ready for you to do your magic, babe.
Like, it probably could be a bit whiter, but I don't know how much it needs.
I think it just seems like what we've done, really.
Yeah.
Like a little... Ready?
Come on, then.
Oh, it could have been better this time. Fine.
There's miniature artists everywhere just screaming at the TV right now.
Primed.
Beautiful.
And do it.
Give them one more blast.
Everywhere?
Yeah, in their faces. So this is where we're now at. Running from my beautifully base coated one through to ones where I started the base coat on the jacket and then that slowly gets worse in quality as I started to run out of paint and time last night. This is just the first batch. I'm going to have to make more because I've had more Patreon subscribers since I started announcing this process. So thank you for that. Right now I'm trying to decide whether to continue with the base coats or try and do a wash on this chap here and see how that comes out, so that I know what I'm doing with the others. I think I'm going to try that first. So I have my little makeshift wet palette here, which is just a Tupperware with some soggy kitchen paper. And on top here I've got what I think are supposed to be the tops of jam jars, like a fabric top for a jam jar, but it does the job right now. I have my paints, I have my water, I have my brushes, so wish me luck. I feel like I'm going to need quite a dark wash for the jacket and that especially, so probably going to go with a watered down burnt umber. I might add a little yellow ochre to lighten it slightly. We'll see how it goes. I'll be honest, it's quite hard to know if I'm making any difference here, if this is good, but I do feel like that wet side now has a little more detail to it than the dry side. So I'm going to keep going. Okay, I'm going to go in on the waistcoat now. I think I can stick to the same on the dark colour of that. Okay, I don't know how well that worked. I think it looks better. I think I like it. Let me show you. So with the benefit of hindsight, I probably should have finished the base coats of the banner here, but I think the washes have added a little extra something. Obviously it's still drying, but yeah, I think there's a little bit more life to him now than there was before. So that's good. I don't know, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking, did that make any difference at all? Like, I think it did. Right? I'm not just kidding myself. I think it made some difference. But I think I need to move on and get the base coat on these fellas. I'm actually due to go live over on TikTok in a few minutes, so I'm probably going to try and paint on my live, which is not something I've done before, so that'll be fun. Thank you for the Go Populars, Louise. How is everybody this morning? I'm doing my best to chill out in this heat. I'm very hot. And because I'm trying to make my YT video about the painting of these models this week, I need ideally to have that finished by Sunday, which means obviously I need to have painted these models by Sunday.
So by the end of the live, this is where I'd got to. Progress, but it was all taking a lot longer than I'd anticipated. This is what the models now look like. I've done a lot more base coating, and I think they're looking pretty good. You can tell now the difference between the ones with just the base coat and the ones, that I did the wash on. As you can see, he's looking a bit, how shall I say, Trump-esque at the moment. But that's fine, because after the wash, the final layer is to do the highlights, which should stop him looking from quite so orange. So I still have a few details to fix on them. I obviously need to do the lettering along the bottom here. So there's still a fair bit of work to do, but I am making good progress. I am about to do a live, probably try and get some writing done, because, you know, I am a writer. That's what I should be focusing on. So I'm going to try and do that first, but then once I've done that, I'm going to crack on again with these and hopefully get somewhere near finishing them today.
I wandered far where moonlight dies beneath the twisted pine. No road, no star to guide my step, no hint of path or sign.
The owls they mocked, the branches clawed, the night did howl my name,
Till flickering gold through fog did glow,
a hearth amidst the gloom of flame. A crooked door, a crooked grin, a lantern burning green, and laughter spilling from within, unlike I'd ever seen. Hey, hey, ho, the Witchlight Tavern calls, where shadows dance along the walls, with tankards raised and secrets spun. You drink till night and day are one. Hey, hey, ho,
beware the witch's cheer, for once ye toast, yeah, bound right here, but curse or charm, I'll sing it true.
best tale I ever knew.
Their eyes like embers, gowns like mist, they beckoned me inside. A dozen witches circled close, with knowing smiles they'd hide.
Sit, dear bard, one softly sang, and rest thy weary bones. But every sip I dared to take, it echoed ancient tones.
So we have a wash on these little guys, which is kind of terrifying because you end up slapping effectively dirty water over what you've just spent the last few days, hours trying to make look absolutely perfect. And so the next stage is to turn this dirty looking guy into something a little bit more bright and jolly, but keeping the new details the wash has added. Hopefully. So that's what I've got to do next. It's almost the final thing I have to do, but not quite. I need to do that. Now I need to go one last time and touch anything up that has got messed up. And then finally, I need to spray each one with like a clear protective layer. And then I will be done. Hopefully. Good morning. So it is now Tuesday morning. I'm still not done. It's fair to say this project is taking a lot longer than I'd hoped, but I am enjoying the process. There's not a lot more to do. I'm currently out walking Bilbo. When we get back, I'll show you where we're up to. Okay, we're back, and this is where we're at. I basically have 6 figures that look much like this. So they are pretty much done. The only things I think I now need to do, I tried to add a little lighter patch, highlighting on the cheeks and nose, and I got the shading very wrong. So I need to fix that. And I might need to do a final coat of green on the bases. Then all I need to do is spray them with the protective coating, and I'll be done. So I'm going to crack on with the little fixes I need to do, and then we'll get to spraying. Okay, I think we are basically done now. I just need to wait for a couple of bits to dry, and then I will get spraying. Ooh. So they are finally done, ready to be sent off to my Patreons in September. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed watching my somewhat chaotic process. Any people with more experience than me in painting miniatures, feel free to drop your comments, your opinions, your suggestions down below. But in the meantime, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I will go and get back to writing, and I will catch you in the next one.